Redskins. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2019 draft from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have a perfect game.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
What's up, man?
Just about to get my ass fucking torched by Green Bay.
It's not gonna be that bad.
So that'll back him
We'll
up
see.
5.
I saw you're streaming though. Who you playing?
Still 2nd down.
CPU Redskins.
Oh, I got you. Let me know how they are.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up
Oh,
for
they
it
are.
in run defense. They're top 10 to
This
get better
yeah.
defending
I
the
didn't
pass.
pause when I exited the game to go
Murray with a
to
3rd and long. And he finds him marking down at the 49. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and
Yeah,
put
but
the
that's
ball in
because
the
they didn't have
receiver
any more
before any
receiver
defender
spots.
can step up and fill it.
They did it well there.
Or, I'm sorry, he did play wide out.
What I loved was just how decisive he was running the football. Coaches like guys that go north and south. They don't like the east-west guys, the juking and the jiving.
A lot of it just depends on the offense.
Sliding out of the pocket. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
To throw is Murray, and that'll be incomplete.
My
we do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
In the last game.
Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive of your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Despite the 8 weeks last season.
Still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. He may try and run for this. Murray, strong running. And he's going to be out, down inside the 20 at the 15. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Check, 43.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
It's taken to the 26.
I still want to figure out what exactly Oakland's doing.
And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So out now come the Cardinals. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. Flush to his right. Room here to run. Touchdown, Arizona.
Oh, my God. Kyler Murray just busted off like a 58-yard touchdown.
These guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
I don't know if he realizes
this will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case.
I just had to see how the white top
and black bottom now going forward.
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear? But it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know,
I mean, it does,
because that's part of it, but that's 2 different
this doesn't look like something that should be busted out on a weekly basis.
Draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride.
Or that's worth, you know, wearing a new uniform combination every week like a
despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs.
To throw on 3rd down.
But real life,
gotten lucky.
It seems like every week it's a new thing for them.
Nearly picked instead it's incomplete.
I haven't been watching a ton of pro ball.
And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
And they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
At a crossroads about whether or not we should bring Cam back when he gets healthy.
And now let's look at David Johnson.
I've been wondering
and a week ago, as you get a look at the numbers, well over 100 yards, he was on fire.
He's really good.
But he hadn't met his best since 2015.
Was on fire. All the guys
it's been a while. I don't know if he's going to be able to get back up.
The play caller.
And David Johnson just broke up.
And he kept calling the plays that were working.
An 80-yard touchdown
run. He is into the end zone. Arizona. David Johnson. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. One play,
it's ugly.
80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Oh, shit. That was good.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Eckler looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
One of my favorite things about my roster right now is that my defensive ends have 84 plus speed, so I can drop them off into coverage in an exotic blitz if need be.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs,
I know one of them has
everyone,
an
took away all
89
the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Yeah.
He steps into this one, and
He's
this
a
is a
71.
rocket.
He's a 71 overall, but he's
And
the best I
problem
got.
spreading to the punt team
right
now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. David Johnson now gears up to help lead this offense back on the field. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting
David
to this
Johnson,
spot,
6 carries for 122
right? Not just the
yards.
workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Murray, that's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 45-yard line. In Washington territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. This pass complete, Murray to Seals Jones. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. He's got a first down and
David Johnson with another. This one was a 44-yard catch and run.
David Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point.
Take credit for your loss like you have all your wins.
Yeah, you always hear that term, they just boat race someone.
That's the only thing that really bothered me about him was he talks about his team being, what, now 9-2? Yeah. Like he's been there for every game. Like, I understand you're in the military, and I respect you for it, but Jesus Christ.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
And I mean, it wasn't even like I was talking and trash in the chat either. I just posted something where it's like, I wanted to find that image of the crackheads fighting and the dude smoking meth in the background.
I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Second quarter now for our nation's capital, and it's the Redskins in possession of the football.
Third and 17, third and 19, not a third drive, and now third and 20.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
I don't know why. But moving my team back from the 3-4 to the 4-3 has like turned my defense elite again.
Offense. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
It's fixed my record too.
With this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
That goes for 4.
Oh, damn.
Three?
First down, Cardinals.
Yep. He missed the extra point or 2 field goals?
He missed the extra point.
Good.
Alright, 6 points.
There you go, buddy.
Right here on first down. And that'll hurt the average.
How quick are we going on our advance? Is everybody seeming to get the game in pretty quick?
A loss of 1 on first down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
On second down, Johnson. And he's got it across the midfield, striping into Washington territory. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards
Not
to
bad,
show
man.
for it.
Kind of a grumpy tummy, but you know what? If that's the worst I'm going to deal with, then you know what? It's whatever.
While that wasn't a huge one, that's okay.
It was like I woke up feeling good, and then I drank too much tea and coffee.
And he finds his man. That's Butler. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins.
Oh my god, I was about to say, did Malcolm just oink?
Close enough.
Yeah, I honestly think y'all are probably going to smoke the Nats, in my opinion. I think y'all have too much hitting and pitching for them in their first ever World Series appearance to like contend.
Oh, there he is.
So I see a snap, or I see a sweep. I mean, realistically, I ain't gonna get mad if the AL wins the World Series again. I'm not, but I was talking to this dude at work, and he's been wearing an Astros hat like all week. So I talked to him. I was like, "Yeah, well, congratulations, y'all made the World Series and shit." He's like, "Man,
It's crazy though, because 2 years ago we could never win in Yankee Stadium." I was like, "Yeah, well, things change." And he busted out laughing.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker.
But at the end of the day, what I told him was, if my Yankees are still quote-unquote ahead of schedule, I hate to see what the rest of the league's going to look like when my Yankees reach my potential.
End zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to go back to more there, but now it's third and goal. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer, and likely throwing again, you'd have to think.
He's good. He's really good.
Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray.
Yeah, y'all still dogging this man for his 34-7 lead? God damn it.
Cardinals push further out in front.
Well, that's what you want to see from your quarterback when it's a goal line situation. A guy who's not afraid to tuck the ball, give his body up, and get into the end zone. That ought to inspire his entire team.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end
Yeah,
zone.
shit, my best friend from back in Georgia, you know, I told you I was forcefully made to say a very racist word by my friends who are no Caucasians. Yeah, he hits me up in the first message is fucking needle neck. So I'm like, bitch, Ashy Larry, what the fuck's up? And he's like, pickle body, what you doing? I'm like, god damn it.
As we sit in the second quarter. To throw again on second down. Haskins will get this to Eckler. And he's taken
Someone is
down,
typing
able to step
furiously.
across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. So
Yeah,
from
I'm
the
using,
36 now,
Alex,
first
this is
and
probably the
10.
first time you've been in a party with me since I broke my headset, so I'm using my laptop to party with you guys.
Oh, okay.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home
Yeah,
for the
it's,
sack.
so I was losing against the Kansas City Chiefs computer, and just all sorts of fuckery was going on. Like, I mean, I would punt the ball out on the 1, it would show up on their 41, and I'm like, bitch, you're not gonna dick me out of a coffin corner. Alright, give me 5 minutes, homeboy's calling me.
Someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
9 yards on the gain there, so from 2nd and 19, now we've got a 3rd and 10. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Powers through. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. I'm sure he wanted to have a huge game, wants to have a huge game as the quarterback, but really on the ground, they've been very, very hard to stop. Maybe you just keep going to that well.
I think so, and isn't it funny how the definition of balance changes for us from game to game? Sometimes it's 50-50, run it, throw it. Sometimes it's just being a balanced running team in terms of who's carrying the football.
More than one guy.
Right, multiple guys out there, and now your guy back there has to throw it. Don't have to worry about it quite as much.
And they've got the lead here in the 2nd quarter. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The Cardinals on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Murray. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Fielded just inside the 20. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. Timmy Jernigan, the Florida State man, in on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 31, Haskins got a man. That's Quinn. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. Yeah, they have had success on the ground, really as a team, doing well carrying the football. So maybe a little less pressure on his shoulders as the quarterback.
Any pressure he's carrying right now, that's self-inflicted, right? He's taking it on. He doesn't need to. Continue to do what you just said. Let everyone else carry the football. That's been effective. Don't have to worry about him throwing the ball in all the situations now.
Yeah.
That's got to be a good feeling if he just relaxes and lets it keep coming to him.
Yeah, and relax and enjoy the 2nd quarter lead right now. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, here we go.
They'll go option to the short side. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Johnson's got it complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Murray. He's going to go up top for the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Good play by him.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Murray again, 2nd and 10. He'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Murray now, 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it, and lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he will score. Touchdown Cardinals. Kyler Murray, as the first half is winding down, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
I heard a coach talk about those late in the half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. These guys know of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Looking to throw, Haskins. Open man is Quinn. He completes it. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Haskins. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Kill.
Final play of the half. It's Haskins. He wants it all for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. And this one to Treadwell, complete. 7 yards there and a 1st down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
Up at the half.
Haskins now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a first and 10.
I put him on mama's bed.
On first and 10, it's Haskins. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. They go with a fullback line. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They only get 2 there, but on third and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this has gone. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. On play action, Haskins gets it to Meredith, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 14. Haskins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone and throw into the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Again, it's Haskins. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Jeremy Sprinkle, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The road to be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
So second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's Murray. That's caught over the middle by Seals-Jones. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 38-yard line.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. He's going to look deep for more. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away. They work again from the 38 on second and 10. To throw is Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and it's third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, What have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that
Jesus
derriere dips,
Christ.
if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit.
26 Mike.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Moore, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have...
That should have been pass interference. He tackled my running back.
Refined route running ability.
So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the Cardinals cap it with a...
Yeah, he was.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. It's Eckler again. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Pick me up on the goal line.
Now it's Haskins. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here and get on this drive. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
About halfway
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Again, they run with Edmonds. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Yep, that's
it's a first down on a gain of 10.
That's running
13
the ball
completions,
well,
8 catches for
but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. Back now at FedEx Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
He's a receiver for
third
the
down there,
Bears.
but he cannot connect.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Here's Haskins. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Quinn. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Haskins will throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Haskins to throw it. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Yeah, he's double up.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Murray going to throw. He's got it to Williams. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option. They'll run with Edmonds again. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And now Murray's going to set up the throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 9. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And after the slow start, the numbers show he has really straightened things out. How often sometimes is that you come into a game and the defense is game planned a little differently than you expected?
More often than maybe people realize, so adjustments are often a big part of each and every game, and it's not just getting to halftime. It's series to series to make it work, and being able to hang in there when there's a little adversity early and see them able to flip it around, it's kind of gratifying for a team to watch, especially for a coach.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Third and 2, now Haskins. It's caught by Treadwell. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down.
I can't believe the Bears picked him over Deshaun Watson.
Did they really?
Yeah. They traded up to get him.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. And
they traded up one spot to put Trubisky.
And nobody really saw Deshaun Watson or Mahomes coming like that.
While the training staff works on him.
Oh yeah, I'll give him that.
Deshaun be right back. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now it's Haskins. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 23.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Haskins going to throw again. They'll get this to Eckler, and they'll get this down to the 10. 11 yards there, first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Yeah, it is. I'm guilty of using it.
Once more, here's Eckler. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Here's Haskins to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. But it'll be 2nd and goal. An incomplete pass on first down. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Haskins. That's caught at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard's
great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Throwing now is Murray. He'll hit Jackson complete.
What's up, man?
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. They'll be back at the 36. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Back to throw it, Murray. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Ricky Seals-Jones, the intended target. And it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points.
Winning or
continually
losing.
feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cards, they move back over 500 now at 6 and 5. And they will hit.
I forgot to do it. Yeah. What's up, buddy?
What's up, Brian?
You're good, man. I didn't get completely blown out. It's going to be 30-13.
Terrible.
I had to warn him about throwing to Adams, but he did lay off it, so it worked out.
Oh, was he literally only throwing to Adams at first?
He had 15 completions, 9 of them were to Adams.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's a wee bit excessive, hot day.
I mean, you can see it in chat. I just told him to go knock it off.
Yeah, that's fair. Oh man, yeah, no, the first like 10 minutes of that phone call were just roasts. God, my ass is high. I haven't been tagged in the group me at all today, have I?
No. You just missed a lot of roast. Me. Oh, he's talking something.
Oh, so the Dolphins is just causing problems in there again.
Not even causing problems, just being retarded.
It seems like that's a common theme.
Oh, it is. He's just retarded. And we all make fun of him for it.
Understandably.
Let's start drawing.
Hey. Can he hear us? I don't know.
I do not know. Right.
Yep, there goes Juwan.